all types of crazy. I got into like some years where I was like study mode. Like it was so weird. Once I learned how I can actually consume the information, because I told you I was putting special ed for reading, right? So, but that's because I know how the mind worked, and that there was different ways that each mind worked, right? Depending on the chemistry in your brain. I know that shit. So it's like when I learned shit, I almost started using myself as like a little study person, and I started trying to learn more and more. And so I actually got to where I was like, anyway, that's why I look at the world the way I look at it. Like I took some years to really, really, really get to know me on a different level, and that like, and now the world is fucking amazing.
This that bullshit I be talking about right there. This is bullshit right now. This that bullshit women be on right there.
Only because
right
you don't understand it. No, it's called no emotional understanding.
What the fuck?
Because you never did it. Get to know yourself, man. Get to know yourself. You be on a whole.
Nigga, listen, I'm gonna say this one thing. Everybody knows themselves. What the fuck?
Nah, that ain't true.
Whatever.
People are dealing with trauma they ain't healed from. Shit they do not understand. Matter of fact, 90% of the fucking world does not fucking understand yourself. Because why do you respond
That's
to shit
all
the way
you know is
no.
yourself.
But does everybody think like that? No.
That's all everybody knows themselves.
You know your response, but you don't know why. You know that you are acting this way. But do you take the time out to figure out why? No.
No, you know why. You know how it happened. You know
Come
how.
on. Like a motherfucker be like, okay, well, I respond this way because when I was a kid, at this point in time, I developed some type of trauma response to this shit. So now it's natural to me. And some shit be so fucking natural, you don't even realize you doing it.
Hold on.
Does anybody take the fucking time out to figure themselves out? No, the fuck they don't.
Because of that trauma. That trauma that you're trying to say you use the
How
word
many
trauma
people
for.
How many people think of that?
Whatever's in that ball, whatever's in that circle, that's the reason why you doing that, what you doing that. Nigga, it's a reason for everything.
How many people think about that, though?
It's not, everybody knows.
Everybody knows? Everybody knows my ass? You got a woman out here fucking, nah, fuck that. She comfortable with fucking with all these different fucking men. She fucking with all these different men.
She know why. She know exactly why.
They do not sit up and think about
why. She know how it started.
Why am I on drugs? At what point
Everybody
of
know
my
why they
life?
on drugs. Everybody that's on drugs know why they on drugs. They know what got them there. Everybody though.
So at what point in your life did you get addicted to drugs and alcohol? What made you be that person?
I know exactly.
What was it?
I'm not. That ain't for me to. I don't need to say it, but I'm trying to tell you. I know exactly why I started smoking cigarettes. I know how I started smoking cigarettes. I know how I started smoking weed. I know the reason why I started smoking weed.
But do you know the reason the reason it caused you to be that type of person, to have an addictive personality, to get into that shit?
No, shit happened that I went there.
Right, but at what point in your emotional state did you get to that point?
What you mean? I don't understand.
I understand you saying life situations that got you to that point, but where were you emotionally, and how can you fix that shit? Where were you emotionally that caused you to have an addictive personality to try to heal that shit? Because that's what you're doing now.
Everything happens to the reason. I mean, everything happens for a reason.
No, fuck all that shit. Yes, everything happens for a reason. But
everything happens for a reason, and everything that happened to you is a cause and effect. This happened to you.
Do you really think everybody thinks that way, though?
Let me cook. Everything that happened to you, good, bad, evil, or whatever happened, it could have been not your fault. It don't matter. It happened to you. All of that stuff builds who you are and makes you into an individual.
Yes, and that is the mentality of a fucking king and a queen.
I'm still not done. Everybody has stuff that happens to them in this world for a reason. It's to make the world the way it is right now. You need balance. You need bad shit to happen to you so you can know what bad shit is. You need good shit to happen to you so you can know what good shit is. The whole thing about life is trying to balance them two, and if you could possibly sit right in the middle, then you'll be a pretty good person. But too much of anything is not good for you, man. I live by that. Too much of anything is not fucking good for you. And I live by it, but I still break the fucking rule because I drink, and although I know it's not good for me, I smoke cigarettes, even though I know it's too much for me. I know. But the balance is you need both of whatever. You think you're not jealous, you need to be jealous sometimes. You think you are a narcissist, you need to be a narcissist sometimes. You think you're not a kind person, you think you're always doing devilish shit. No, you're kind to some people. You're all kind to some people. Every fucking thing, every fucking emotion that you can think of, that you thinking, oh, I ain't got that. I don't show that emotion. We show every fucking emotion that there is a name for. Just some show in certain categories higher than others. Some people have more good things to make them give a positive vibration to people because they using most of these. But they are jealous too. They just don't use jealousy as much as you use jealous. You know what I'm saying? It's just a difference. And that's what makes everybody an individual. That's why everybody can say I'm me. It's because we got fuck shit. Everybody got something fucked up that happened to them to build them to who they are, to protect them in this world that we all fucking living in at the same time. Okay. So I don't know where the fuck I was going with that, but yeah,
I don't know, but where I'm going with it is it sound like, cause you know that's like, so it sound like some shit like only the strong survive, like.
Yes, that's how it always been, nigga. Even in the sack, getting to the uterus, nigga is.
I be saying that shit. I be like, bitch, you know you was the only one. It was like a million sperm, motherfucker, and you made it, bitch.
Yeah, niggas, everything.
And this might be on, cause you know I love science, so this might be on some science shit. But I be like, bitch, you was a fucking microscopic worm. You were and you were alive, and you were knowledgeable at some point. You were a fucking worm, bitch. You came from a fucking microscopic worm. If that's not fucking amazing, I don't know what the fuck is.
You came from your daddy ball sack.
And what were you? What is a fucking sperm? A microscopic
your daddy DNA
worm.
Your daddy's footprint. Your dad fingerprint, nigga. That's what you got. Your dad.
Scientifically.
Your dad gave you your womanness.
Not emotionally.
Your dad gave you your womanness. Not your mother. Your dad did.
Actually, my stepdad did. But anyway.
No, I'm not talking about like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your dad gave you life.
Yeah.
Your mom sheltered. Your mom was your world while you was in there for. I got a whole other thing. I'm biting. I seen this fucking clip, so I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. Did you see the one with the guy was talking about two twins in a belly and how he was like.
Now I'm like the person to be on social media, like post a whole bunch of shit real fast and disappear. So I don't even see like a whole bunch of other shit. But that's only cause I do spend time on social media. Swear to God, I be on.
I'm not telling you to go spend time on social media, but I'm just saying you be having these strong opinions on social media topics and shit, and then look up and say, I don't be on social media. This why
though. Swear to God. This why. I see some shit on social media, I'm like, oh shit, let me go do my research. So I be done seen it on social media.
Hell nah, somebody gonna be gonna do my research.
How you think I could tell you all the websites to go to find all this shit?
Hold on, I'm not saying you're lying.
But I'm telling you,
I'm just saying,
I will see some shit on social media and I will go dig so fucking deep off in that shit. I don't even be on social media. I see some shit that I deem interesting.
You dig on social media for stuff, right? For those answers, right?
No, I see some shit and now go elsewhere to dig for the answers. I go to the legit sources.
On the same internet though, right?
Yeah, but more legit sources. Like, I'll see some shit.
That makes sense.
I'll see some shit on social media. I'm like, oh shit, that sounds interesting. I'm going to go look at all the legit sources that I need to look at to figure out if what I just seen was true.
On everything.
I could tell you where to find a lot of shit outside. Damn near all.
So damn near everything that you see online that you like, oh, you go research it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, I do.
All right, I'm gonna give you that one because I can't say you're lying.
I can even tell you where to find. Bring up a fucking subject and if it's real popular, like out there and it's some shit I might look up because I don't look up dumb shit. But if it's some shit I might look up, yeah, I can tell you where to find all the shit at. And I proved it earlier by telling you where to find shit at.
Where did you say COVID came from?
Okay, it's been probably only like 1 or 2 news clips of this shit, right? Mm-hmm. So there's the Huntress virus, which is actually some shit you can get from rat urine, but through the air, right? Then over in China, the SARS and the MERS virus was going real hard at the time. So what happened was the 2 viruses mixed. It was one lab, the Wuhan lab, that studied all 3 viruses. But you would only know that shit if you go and research it, right? You're only gonna know that shit if you research it.
Tell us though. Tell us. Come on.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
So whenever that shit had been released, I literally said that. I said, "Hey man," and people at my job be tripping. Now I'm telling you, they trip. They be like, "This bitch called that shit." I was like, "Hey man, I was like, man, this seemed like a little bit of a hunter's virus." Because if you read up on the hunter's virus, like just some of the effects it has to your lungs, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It seemed like COVID. But it was just as spreadable as the SARS and the MARS virus. So it seemed like...
What is that? SARS and the MARS virus?
Okay, SARS. S-A-R.
SARS.
Right. SARS and MARS. M-A-R-S.
Nah, I'm with you.
So the SARS and the MARS virus is like a viral infection that is spread really quick. Like really quick. So it seemed like a mixture of all three. Well, it's only one fucking lab in the world that studies all three viruses in one, which is the Wuhan lab in China. Wuhan. Now, I knew this previously to the shit going on. So, like 6 months after I said it, I told everybody at my job, I said, look, man, it's one lab. I feel like it was a leak in the lab because there's only one lab in the whole fucking United States. And I told you, I shared the water report. Hold on, let me tell you. I shared the water report.
It didn't start off her, Shawty.
No, it didn't. I'm trying to tell you. So, you know, a year after we had COVID, they started saying they can detect it in our water system, right? About a year after, you want to know why? They cannot filter that out along with the medication. The virus that people are shitting because they're fucking filtering our shit water for us to drink. But anyway,
she's giving false information. I'm going to get hit for what's name because when you talk about this COVID shit.
Well, cut it out.
Hold on. I just want to pause real quick. I just want to say what she said, though, because it was kind of fly, though. I got to give her that. She trying to say that...
Why do you think they say don't flush?
I didn't say nothing.
Because you're wrong, whatever you're saying.
I didn't say nothing.
Why do you think they say don't flush medications when you're shitting? Don't flush medications down the drain. Because they filter our fucking shit water for us to drink. That's how we get tissue particles in our water that the bottled water filters out, but don't filter out the chemicals. I do want to stand on that, but I'm done.
So she's saying that all the people had COVID that took shits. That's how the shit got in the water. Girl, shut the fuck up, man. Get your ass on.
Google it. Matter of fact, I'm about to Google it.
I had COVID and I took a lot of fucking wetty shits, my nigga. And I ain't pass on my COVIDness because of my shits when I had COVID. Girl, get the fuck on. You tripping. You tweaking. You tweaking right now. You sound like you on top of your shit. But some of that shit seemed like some fucking hogwash, my nigga. Nigga talking about that we shitting out the COVID. That's why, and they can't get it out of the water. And we drinking the water. That's how everybody got COVID. Nigga, stop it. Because everybody didn't catch COVID.
That's not how they got COVID, but.
It was a good story, though. I see how you try to put the shit together. But
do your studies. Study up on that shit.
Why everybody say that do your studies? I don't want to fucking study. I'm asking you. And you ain't explaining it to me.
Well, you asking the motherfucker that done studied this shit, and then you saying I'm not telling the truth.
Let me shut the fuck up. I just had to say something. That shit was funny, man. Tell me. Finish telling me. I want to hear what you got to say.
Well, you done threw me off now.
Okay, you was talking about how niggas was shitting when they had COVID, and that can possibly got into the water, and shit's...
Do you think they don't filter our water? How do you think they?
I think
why?
They do filter our water.
Now you looked it up. Hold on. Now you look.
Shit water,
think back. You remember looking this shit up earlier that said that you was talking about the medications that is in the water.
Yeah.
You don't think they filter our water that we shit and flush down the drain?
I think it's filtered out greatly. I don't think.
If it's filtered out so greatly, why do we still have parasites?
Hey, Sean, look at this. Look at this.
You're not in reality. You're in the illusion. You're in the illusion of reality that they want to give you.
You know we can't make.
You are with the rest of society. You are falling for the illusion that they are giving you.
You know we can't make new water, right?
Yes.
No, we can't make new water.
No, we can't.
So the water that we are drinking has been here since the beginning of the time.
And that does not change the fact of what we are drinking currently. We're not talking about history. We're talking about today.
But you acting like our body can't fight off certain shit.
Certain shit we can't. That's why people have cancer and certain diseases and kidney failure and heart failure. And matter of fact, anxiety and depression.
But I heard all diseases are parasites. Is that true?
No. Matter of fact, you
need to do a cleanse,
a parasite cleanse. Because humans, the same way you give your dog a dewormer, your cat a dewormer.
Yeah, I got shot.
Humans need to do that stuff too. Like I told you, it's parasites in our drinking water.
Why you think this sitting right here next to me, my nigga?
Yeah, I need some of that.
I be steps ahead, my nigga. Hey, I want to send a shot. Right now, I'm finna put an ad in between my shit. Hey, man, you want to get them parasites out of your motherfucking belly?
That's it.
That's what you need right here. You need these right here. How do I put this shit on my deal so I can get paid for the ad? I want to get paid for this ad.
This is an ad.
This is an ad. So yeah, y'all, you trying to get them parasites out of your body? Fuck with your boy Jay. I got these on deck. Got them on deck. I got a shitload of them. You hear that?
You want to know what's crazy? Do you know that parasites can also affect your mental?
Yes, I do know that.
They can cause anxiety, depression,
yes. We are a parasite.
We kind of are.
If we are just the brain and what's the stuff that goes all through the body, the nervous system and shit. If we are just that, conscious is just that in the nervous system, then nigga, that's a parasite. We ain't nothing but a parasite that's taking over this body, controlling this body. Facto. You feel me? No, I need an applause for that. Nigga fuck around and switch up the verse on y'all. I'm tripping. That's on her shit. Not my shit. Hey, what are you doing? You calling somebody? All right, hold on. Let me stop it then. All right, we'll be right back.
What you want?
I make this shit look easy. 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 I see what I like, then I go out and get it. I make changes, that's why I'm different. I see it before it happens, that's vision. Telling myself I know I like.